Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's nearly 4:45. Hope you're all well. My name's Paul O'Neill. You are here on M Town. Very nice. Listen, we have got such a cool thing for you now. Please come gather round. Be very nice. We've got a little sim racing challenge. Check me out. Oh my God, what's going on at Fringe? It's like a house fire. Listen to this. We've got a sim challenge going on. For the course of the day, people have been coming up to the sim. They've been trying to do the fastest time they can do. And the fastest person, which happens to be Matthew, listen to this for a name, Matthew Gautier Thornton. I mean, if he doesn't win, then we all need to go home with that name. Anyway, Matthew is on the simulator to the left, and Tom Oliphant, who he's going to be competing against, is on the right. So when they get going, they're just coming up to the grid now to form the grid. But this picture, horrendous picture of me, is now going to change into Tom Oliphant versus Matthew. I'm going to commentate on it. And the winner, I still don't know what the winner gets, but it's quite fun anyway. So it should be pretty cool. So please gather round. This should be good fun. I am going to rip them both to pieces. Matthew sounds like a good lad. Not so keen on Tom, even though he's the blue-eyed boy at the minute with BMW because he's won a race and finished on the podium at the weekend, which nobody really cares about except for Jen, who he's going to get married to, which is nice. That's his missus. So if there's any women or guys that like Tom, stay away because Jen's here and she will probably knock you out. Anyway, I think we're going to get going in a second. The guys are just warming the tyres up. I think hopefully we're going to have a graphic instead of my horrendous head. I've caught a tan today, haven't I? I look quite good, actually. A lot better than I did the other day. Anyway, so they're warming up the tyres. So they're just getting them all warmed up. They won't be racing against each other on screen, so they won't see each other, but it is the best over 2 laps. So they need to just get to the start line, which they are coming up to, get the tyres up to temperature, and then they're going to start racing. So they're just getting everything warmed up. Tom Oliphant at the top. You can see wherever it's pink on the right-hand side, that is each of the 4 wheels. So you can see the front left is actually very, very hot on Tom Oliphant's car. He's just getting the last bit of it done. So he's trying to get to the start line, and I'm going to give them a 3, 2, 1 and a go. Matthew is there as well. Gautier Thornton, what an absolute lad. He sounds like the fastest hybrid I've ever seen. I'm going to let their tyres cool down and keep chatting to really annoy them. But what I'll do, I've got to start it. So what I will do is just quickly speak to them. Hello. Let's quickly speak to Thomas Oliphant. Hopefully we don't get any feedback. Tom, how are you feeling, mate? Have you heard about this guy's name that you're racing against?
No, but, you know, it doesn't matter who they are. I'm going to kick their, behind. Yeah, I'm going to win. That's what I'm going to do.
Right, good luck then, because to be fair, you did actually look quick on that warm-up. Matthew, absolutely love your second name. Can you say it properly for me?
I think you're doing a good job of saying it. Gautier Thornton, you're absolutely...
Absolute lad. You sound like some really good French striker. Are you looking forward to this? Do you know much about Tom Oliphant?
I do. I've watched him race, so it's great.
He's got one fan. You got no fans. You got no fans. Right, I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1 and a go. Sorry, Josh, let's get past you. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, drop the hammer! Right, we are go. Let's see. I can't see what's going on, so... Oh, my word. Sorry about that feedback. Right, okay, let's have a look at what's going on. Who is going quite quickly? Okay, so, it is the fastest of the fastest. So, Tom Oliphant on top. He's now coming into, I think this corner's called Abbey. I should know, I'm a BRDC member. So down into second gear it should be. Oh, I'll tell you what, I think Matthew has got the upper edge of the minute. Big brakes, down into second gear again. And I tell you what, Tom Oliphant took some big speed in, but I would say it is probably Matthew by a nose, which is weird because Tom Oliphant's nose is quite big. But now they're going down the Wellington Straight. I hope he's laughed at that. Otherwise it was funnier in my head, obvs. So now coming down to Brooklands, BRDC Centre there on the right. Look at the speed that Matthew takes in, but Oliphant, he's not that far behind, to be fair to him. Double apex at Luffield in second gear. Oh no, it's in third gear for Matthew, and what a launch that he gets out. Takes a tighter line. Oh, Tom Oliphant, usual rules, straight over the track limits. Looking out of control. I'm only joking, Tom. I do give him a bit of a battering. But you can see, look at that. Matthew is crossing the start-finish line on the old pit. Then Tom Oliphant does the same. Turning in for Cops. Great apex by Matthew. He's absolutely lit in fourth gear. Tom Oliphant still out of control. It's like he's dancing Last time I seen him on a night out. Now into Maggots and Beckett's on the brakes in a straight line. Down to fourth for Matthew, down to fourth for Tom. Absolutely flat to the boards. Bit of brakes, release the brake pressure. Send it in now because you need to get down that hanger straight. And I've got to say, I'm impressed with Oliphant because Matthew's time to get him here was very, very fast. Down the hanger straight, into fifth gear. Absolutely pinned to the boards. So they're waiting for the red rev lights to come on. This is Stowe corner, it's a late apex. And Tom is actually giving as good as he can get here. On the brakes pretty late in third gear. Matthew gets the apex, but look at Oliphant, takes it all out of him on the brakes. Go on, son. I'll actually take back everything I said about Tom except for his big nose because he's doing such a great job. Into the chicane to complete lap one. And look at the understeer in Matthew's car. You can see he's got loads of steering lock on as he exits the final corner. And it looks to me like Tom Oliphant is better on the brakes than Matthew, but Matthew's able to pick the throttle up and drive the car through the corner. So now into the first fast right-hander, both of them. Oliphant, proper touring car style, all over the grass, absolutely fully lit. This is just unreal. And you can see the tyre temps are right through the roof in both cars. Matthew looks like he's overslowed it, and that then gives the advantage back to Oliphant, but then Oliphant loses out on the brakes for the second left-hander. I won't tell you what we call those right and left and really slow right and lefts at Silverstone because it will probably offend a lot of people, but they're basically the worst corners I've ever seen in motorsport. Whoever designed them, I don't know. Anyway, for my money, Matthew is leading this by only a couple of, well, maybe a second, if that. On the brakes late, Oliphant, does he run wide? No. Oliphant picks up the apex, but Matthew is still there. And this is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see the rotation in Tom Oliphant's car. The rear starts to slide. He picks up the throttle. It's going to be now or never, never even, for Tom Oliphant because Matthew has got a great launch, and I think he's now starting to eke out that gap. I've got to be honest, though, I didn't think it would be this close. Excellent. Across the old start-finish line, into Cops, down a gear. Matthew will not know where Tom Oliphant is, and vice versa. To be fair, Oliphant again, proper touring car speciality over the back of the curb. Into Maggots and Beckett, he's got to get the run now out of the last corner. Max and Beckett's down the back straight, and this should be won. And I've got to say, it looks now like Matthew has done the business, even though he did have a difficult entry into the Maggots Beckett chicane. But I think he's done this one. But it's going to be all on the brakes at Stowe, I would have said. Tom Oliphant up to fifth gear. This is one of the last corners as they come down to Stowe, late on the brakes. What's Oliphant got in him? Well, I think he's going to struggle because Matthew is in third gear, into the apex at Stowe, exits nice and smooth, and Oliphant looks like he's catching him on the brakes, to be fair, but I think he just pulls out with a bit of better traction, Matthew does, and I think it may be done and dusted. Lovely bit of weight transfer over the front axle. Matthew Gauthier Thornton is your winner! Keep your throttle wide open, my man. Well done, Matthew. Excellent work. That's brilliant stuff. I'm so happy Tom Oliphant didn't win because he does me head in. I'm absolutely joking. That was amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew and Tom, give a round of applause. Woo! I don't even know what they win. I don't even know what they win. And I don't care either. Can I go home yet? I've got sunburn. Well done, my man. Let's have a little interview. Thomas, that was close. Mate, in by about a second. It was dead close.
Oh, well, fair play. Like, I gave that everything. I was concentrating fully. I didn't want to lose.
Did you hear anything I said? I was like so nice to you.
I made sure I had my earphones well in, so I couldn't hear the nonsense coming out your mouth because, you know, I can't hear you when I'm racing properly, and I watch it back and I'm thinking, oh my God, please let Tim Harvey speak more. Come on.
Grow up. Matthew, that was amazing. I'm going to give you all the limelight because, honestly, you've proper done him. I have waited and waited to see that smile from Brands Hatch get knocked off his face, mate. I'm only kidding. That was a great effort. He was dead close then. Honestly, he was dead close. What lap time did you get?
I actually don't know. 222. 222.3.
Tom, what did you get?
22.8, which is my best of the whole. 22.8, and that's my best I've done of the, like, 8 laps I've done. I'm pleased. I pulled it out when the pressure was on, but well done. I mean, if he beat that, I mean, he trounced me. That was a great performance.
No, fair play, because it was close in lap times, but for me, honestly, across the line, there was hardly anything in it. So, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Tom and Matthew, absolutely awesome. Spot on. Well done, boys.